G'day guys, welcome to Rumble's Fishery. First of all, before we get too carried away, I just want to say thank you. All the kind comments in the last 12 hours, I'd say, yesterday for you guys, and well, just all the time, you guys are always so positive in the comments, and I love it. It just makes my day. And even if I don't reply to your comment, guys, don't think that I don't read it. One problem I'm having at the moment is it's kind of like where's the light? Come on, there we go. So my work is kind of getting a bit stricter on the old phone usage at work. So I'm working 10 to 12 hours a day, and basically if I even get seen glancing my phone, I'm getting in trouble. So it's a bit frustrating. It's to the point where I can't even change the song when I've got my headphones in. Because one positive, I will admit one positive, guys, my work allows me to wear my headphones, but I actually listen to podcasts all day. And yeah, today I was selecting a podcast on my phone and I got in trouble. So anyway, you guys don't need to hear about my work problems. Drop a comment below, let me know what your work's like with the old mobile phone policy. I want to kind of know whether grass is greener on the other side, or whether it's just industry standard or like workplace standard to not be able to use it. I think like I've been spoiled over the last sort of so many years about how much I've been allowed to use my phone at work, so that when that gets taken away, it's just I'm struggling with it a bit. But anyway, I've got to set up a brine shrimp hatchery because we've got fry that need brine shrimp. I also need to find a filter for the brine shrimp. I mean, not I don't need to find a filter for the brine shrimp. I need to find a filter for the flower horns that will eat the brine shrimp. Oh man, can you guys tell how tired I am? My stingray's here, up on the glass. His belly looks a little bit red, so I might do a bit of an ammonia test on that tank. I don't think it's a drama. I always stress about like ammonia burn on rays when I see the pink belly, but I think they all of my rays, like when they've been younger, they've had a bit of a pink tone to them and they go white as they get older. So I don't think that's an issue. And that tank's got a huge filter in it. That's got more filtration than most of the tanks in here. But anyway, before I set up the brine shrimp hatchery, I'm going to clean up the pond a little bit. I told you guys in yesterday's video how much of a pain in the arse it is, but I knew I was going to get a comment telling me to clean it. So I'm just going to net the paint chips out really, but I'll show you what I'm doing while I'm doing it. Alright, so I've got super duper long handled nets. I'm not going to go as crazy as I did last time. If any of you guys watched the last video of me doing this, I really went to town cleaning it. We need something to put the paint chips in. That table's about to fall over. Look how far the leg's out. Not out, in. And guys, I didn't end up finishing the lids. I did that one to make the video, and that's it. Oh, we've got a bin here. We might as well put it straight in the bin. I've been working shitloads and making a lot of money, so I really should use some of that money to invest in new doors for the fish room. But you know how it is, sometimes you don't spend money responsibly when you get it. I've actually got to buy my Christmas presents first. Well, I've only got to buy for one person, the missus, and then she buys all the rest. I'm sure a lot of you got similar setups in your household. So I'm actually not using the biggest net, we're using a reasonably small one, just because like with the big one it actually ruins the net because it's so heavy. Like I said, I'm not going to town and getting 100% like I did last time. Oh, I just stuffed up there, didn't I? I should have emptied it before going again. Even in this net, it's too much weight. Like I've bent the handle. I've got shit all over the side of this tank. Making a mess, guys. Making a mess. It'd be worth it, but because like one day these chips will all be gone. So for anybody playing at home, I've actually been trying to sweep these chips up like this for like 2 years. It was when this pond started flaking, and it just did my head in to the point that I gave up on it. So that's why it doesn't get attended to often. It's just it's not morally. What does it mean when it emotionally runs you down? It's done that. I'll fix it one day. I've even thought about cutting it out and building a ply one in situation, because if I cut the stainless steel one out and built a ply one in situation, I could probably gain close to like 1,000 litres, just because I could go to the ground, which is an extra 100 millimeters, and I could come right out to this timber here, so I'd gain like 60 millimeters that side. I'd gain 40 millimeters on the wall side, and at each end, that end and that end, there's like about a foot, so I could just go way bigger, but well, it's not way bigger, but you know what I mean, way bigger. I think that's about it for the blue chip cleanup. Might try to get one more scoop over here. Alright, so we're going through here. I kind of wish it would end up in the sump, but it's a bit too heavy, and the sump returns up there, so it doesn't actually go through. It's quite bizarre how it ends up in that middle tub, but because you guys wouldn't have known, but last time I cleaned all the blue out, the only blue that was left in there was down this end, like right under there, all the way in the back corner. That's where all the blue was sitting that was left in there. So the blue has actually travelled up the tank and into this centre section, which is bizarre because the water flow actually goes that way. So that just goes to show how much the stingrays disturb the piece. They're obviously pushing it up somehow, and now's a bad example, but I should have showed you yesterday how clean this section stays with the rays in it. And I kind of brushed on it yesterday, but basically I'm just waiting for this pot to get big enough that it won't fit through the divider. So if you look on the divider here, I should have explained this before I made a mess of the tank. If you look right down there, there's like a 15 millimeter gap in the middle. I could actually scribe the divider onto the bottom better, couldn't I? Take it out and actually fit it to the bottom. And there's a gap here that it could fit through. And this hole here is like 10 millimeters, so 10 centimeters, probably 8 centimeters. So basically I just have to wait a little bit. I definitely don't want to put such a small stingray with any of these ones, because last time I did that it ended badly. Alright, what's my red devil's doing something. It's like lost half of his colour. His cock's grown heaps. It's got a big, he's basically half flower horn. No, he's not really. Don't stress, guys, I haven't bred a flower horn with a red devil. Alright, so this is my brine shrimp hatchery. OGs have seen this before. We need to fill it with water. If I just turn, how am I going to do this? Alright, so maybe I don't want to delete this tap, guys. Remember how luckily I've got a wet floor, and by wet floor I mean it's always wet. That's something that I need to address one day. So then we just need this thing here. So this is a sprinklerizer, guys. It's one of the coolest things you can have in a fish room. I use it to like siphon, fry and everything. I use it for all sorts of jazz, but its main purpose is to live on the end of this airline. So it drops down through a little hole up here. You can just go through. That was the wrong hole. There's the right hole. And so that just sits there in there like that, and then we open the door that doesn't open anymore, and there's a little cup of salt. So this is swimming pool salt. Grab a pinch of that, dump that in there, and then in my pocket here I've got some sea monkeys. They are sea monkeys, but they're not, if you know what I mean. So this is actually all I've got left. I've actually got to get in contact with my old supplier. The last time I spoke to them, they didn't have any because of Corona, but we only want a little bit. But there's no more. Oh, there is still Corona, but it's been like 4 or 5 months since I asked, so I should ask again. Oh, that little girl used to be in there. I need to get new suction cups, guys. These ones have all failed now, and the dividers just like swing around and stuff. Alright, so tomorrow night, same time, same place, these brine shrimp will be ready to feed to these fry. Let's have a look. Let's have a gander, as some would like to call it. So there's a few swimming around. I think there's actually more than I thought. I thought there was only like not many. I think there's like not many plus 3. There's probably 100 in there. A smaller batch is probably better. Smaller batches grow way faster because there's not as much competition for food. We need to find a sponge filter. This one down here. We just take that off there. Sorry guys, you lost half of your sponge filter. That's alright, because those new filters that I built the other week, they'll be cycled by now. So I actually need to buy some more sponge filters. I might actually hit up Ryan at Korean Pet Central. After all, he is the channel sponsor, and I'm sure he'll do me a good price. If you live in Perth and you haven't been to Korean Pet Central, get down there and say hi. They're actually real nice guys, and it's quite a small shop, but it's like the best use of a small space I've ever seen in my life. And I'm not actually exaggerating that. Like, it literally, I've never seen such a small space utilised so well. Alright, so trying not to drop the filter on the fish. Yeah, I reckon there's like at least 100 in there, so should get a couple of lookers. I'm also interested to see how many deformities I get. You guys know the old story with that. I just hope I get less than an old friend of mine. We'll just say old friend of mine. You guys know the whole debacle that went on about that. But obviously deformities is part of flower horns. I've actually got a few deformities in the 8 foot, but I need to do a colour of the 8 foot. Anyway guys, I'm going to wrap it up there. What day is it? Today's Thursday. Oh, you guys won't be seeing this video until Saturday because tomorrow's the live stream, and well, to you yesterday was the live stream, yeah? What are we going to do in the live stream? I'll figure out something cool. Also, just quickly, very quickly, I'm thinking about starting a cryptocurrency channel. What do you guys think? It would literally only be like 1 post a week, maybe 2 posts a week, and I probably wouldn't be out to give advice. I would probably just like tell my trades and tell my profits and losses. There's plenty of channels out there giving advice, but reason being is I'm just looking for other avenues to basically not work. Yeah. I said it on the video, it's out in the public. Yeah, I don't want to be a cabinet maker anymore, and I know that running 2 YouTube channels would be a huge bit of hard work, but I guess like I'm happy to work twice as hard than normal if there's an outlook of working less eventually in the future. I don't know. It's probably a dumb idea, but I feel like the other problem. Yeah, no, I think it's a dumb idea. I'm just tired and just venting shit in my head. If you like this video, guys, give it a thumbs up. If you want to subscribe for more, hit that little red button. And I'll see you guys tomorrow on the... No, yeah, I'll just see you guys tomorrow. Peace out.